Evening everybody. Welcome to round 3 of the Pro-Am Championship at Imola this evening. Hello to everybody that's in the stream already. Kool-Aid kicking things off into the 43s. Pit-Bit's not far behind. The usual suspects at the top at the moment. Nice and close between them. Been treated to a lot of racing at this track this week. We've had team battles on Friday. We've had Formula 1 today, obviously. We had GT Academy last night as well. And then we've got the 3 main GT3 Sunday divisions running this evening. AM's on now as well on the BoA test channel with Surf. And then we've got Pro-Am here on the BoATV with myself, and Tux will be joining me for qualifying as well. And then obviously Pro a bit later with Diamond. So yeah, lots of Imola racing this weekend. That's not a bad thing. Great track. I'm sure most people watched the F1 this afternoon and got their eye in after watching those boys pound it around here in pretty difficult conditions, it must be said. Great race though. Sure, we've got a few happy Verstappen fans. I know there's quite a few Dutch guys in our ranks. Got a couple of new drivers this evening in the form of Mark and Chris, who, where is he? Oh, there he is. They're both next to each other actually, Mark and Chris in the Bentley and Unsung Wings in the Ferrari. So these guys have both jumped up from AM. They were top of the division, and due to dropouts this week, permanent dropouts, these guys have been promoted, so looking forward to seeing what they can do tonight. Already looking pretty good midfield in 9th and 10th, so I'm sure they will have been practicing hard this week to get themselves prepared for the jump up. As we're on board with Tata Flat at the moment in the Lexus. The Lexus is a pretty strong car on this track, as bump stop's actually just gone quickest. Bump stop really showing that GTR's got some capability so far this season. Other drivers in the past have struggled to get results with it, but he's obviously won last week. That was in wet conditions, but looking strong again this week, as Kool-Aid's actually just jumped back up and above him again. So we'll have a little jump on board with Kool-Aid again and see. I think he's just stopped actually, so we won't. bit sitting in P3 at the moment. I'm just going to quickly get in the party with Tux. You alright, mate? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, can everyone still hear me, guys? Just to confirm. Just switch parties there. So, Evo calling Roy for a top 5 this evening. Sitting in P6 at the moment. 1 second off the pace set by Kool-Aid so far. You alright, Tux? How you doing? You alright? I am, yeah. We are live, yeah.
Include my audio.
I assume that everyone can hear you this time.
I've just included my audio, so hopefully.
Okay, perfect. So Tux has joined us as well for the last 10 minutes of practice.
Someone could confirm, that would be great. Sometimes it's not that great at...
Can you guys just confirm that you can hear Tux in the chat for us, so that we know it's not an issue this week? Yeah, it's tight already. Yeah, we can hear you, mate, so that's all good. So we're good. How are you? You alright? Yeah, good, mate. Enjoyed the F1 this afternoon. Did you watch it? Yeah, good race, wasn't it? Hopefully we don't see a Bottas-Russell incident in turn 1 this evening, but that is a difficult corner, isn't it? It's in a lot of incidents, especially even this week in the practice races and stuff. There's been quite a lot of incidents in that first corner. The way the straight's not straight, is it? And it does tighten up a lot. If you go around the outside, you're asking for trouble, really, aren't you? Into that second corner, really. Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is difficult on this track for sure. So qualifying is going to be very important tonight. The guys getting their iron at the moment. 43.3 is the pace at the moment, but I'd imagine that most of these guys are on race fuel at the moment. Some of them might have jumped to quali fuel now for the last 10 minutes potentially. And we'll see if the times come down at all before the end of practice. I'd actually love if we followed the Formula 1 calendar and we raced at the same tracks as them every week, because it's awesome to watch the racing there this afternoon and then be on it this evening. Gets you hyped, doesn't it, in the afternoon? Yeah, glad it's dry, yeah, for sure. Well, even though obviously we lock out, yeah, obviously we lock out the forecast on Friday because it takes a while to set up and test the servers, but it has turned out to be, well, I assume it's not raining in Imola now. It did stop, didn't it, after that shower, so it is, yeah, it's pretty accurate to world conditions. I think it is dry there now, so it's got it right pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, temperatures were going to vary, but the weather is what we follow in real world, because obviously it's winter at the moment in the northern hemisphere, so we don't really want super low temps all the time. So let's jump on board with, we're going to jump on board with Unsung Wings, one of our new drivers, who is actually my brother as well. Jumped up from Am along with Mark and Chris, like we were saying a minute ago, so these guys are looking alright in 10th and 11th at the moment. Yep, Carpers came up last week. Yeah, Carpers has been really strong in GT4, as I'm sure Tux will vouch for. So it's hopefully we'll see him on form this week. He didn't have the best debut last week in the wet weather, but that was obviously difficult conditions. But we expect him to be quick again in the dry this week, sitting in P7. Yeah. I can't actually. What did he do? Did he go off, or I can't remember what happened actually. Yeah, I think that you might be right. Yeah. So, Unsung Wings is another controller user. Got quite a few now. I don't know. I tried to sell it to him, but he wasn't having any of it. Evo bought it instead. Yeah. He's about to go in the Air Force as my brother, so he doesn't want to commit to a wheel because he's not sure how often he's going to be able to race when he joins. So he's on controller for now. Yeah, I mean, Prawn shows, doesn't he, that controller, you can be competitive on controller. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're off the pace, as he sets off on another lap. So. Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, we've seen, so there's been quite a few. Matty's one that sticks out in my mind for someone that switched not too long ago to a wheel, and it took him a few rounds to get up to speed, but he did so, and now he's faster for sure. So it is a learning curve, like you say. Yeah, I think the whole experience is kind of better with a wheel, isn't it, really? Yeah, definitely, yeah. Let's jump down the order a bit more and have a look at Butcher sitting down in P12. That's surprising, considering he's in the OP car for this track and usually up the top, isn't he? So probably not done anything yet. I'm sure we'll see him jump up the times. Mover. Yeah, I'd expect him to be like 43, 42s, yeah. We know what you're doing, Butcher. You can see right through it, mate. Here is Matty as well, who we were just chatting about then. He's been doing really well this season, scoring more points. We saw a lot of races from Matty. His consistency's definitely improved, because we saw a lot of races from Matty in the past where he was in a good position and then didn't get the points finished. So it's nice to see him converting these good qualifyings now, because he's not slow, is he? He usually does pretty well on the qualifying, and then he usually drops off in the race. So, but he started to convert the good qualifying results now, so that's nice to see. Yeah, definitely. As are loads of drivers, really. Oh, yeah, sorry, I hadn't seen that. Pit-Pits has jumped up ahead of Kool-Aid. So we've got yeah, there's not much between. We've got a second between the top 9 at the moment, so it's all to play for at the moment. Yeah, Rick's been practicing a lot this week, so hopefully he'll get a good result. He's due a good result as well, isn't he, really? tends to sometimes struggle with the consistency in a race situation, so if he can start to do a bit more of that, then he's going to be getting some good points, I think. Yeah. I mean, he's another example, isn't he, of people that are just coming on leaps and bounds, really. Like, everyone's getting really into it now, and it's getting more and more competitive. If you don't practice, you get left behind, really, don't you, now? So we'll have a look at Mike JP sitting in the bottom of the order at the moment, but he's only just joined, I think, so he's... yeah, a few drivers that we expect to jump up a little bit. Butcher's still sandbagging in P14. we hope. Oh, Mike's just taken a leap over the curb there. Not ideal. Out of the... what are they called again, those two corners? I should remember that from watching Formula 1 this afternoon. The two something, aren't they? The last two corners. They're called the two something, aren't they? That's it. We'll call it the two Razzas, yeah. Oh, Mike's big leap. That was a... yeah, you want to be careful of those yellow sausage curves, as anyone who's driven this track this week will tell you. Have a little jump on board with Rick, see how he's doing. Yeah, it did some damage to those F1 cars, didn't it? I bet they felt that through the spine. Just loving the view of the houses just behind the two Razzas, like the guys on the balcony. What a great apartment to have sitting there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for us. Yeah. So, the guys jumping back to the pits now, getting ready for qualifying. Rick's still out on track at the moment, so is Butcher, Mover, Red Apple Pie and Mike. Just getting the last few sighting laps in. Yeah, I still find it weird. He's one of the people that I still find it weird seeing him in a different car. So used to seeing him in a Lambo. But he's yeah, sitting mid-pack. Yeah, freak. So that's yeah, I forgot that. So that's the one missing. Yeah, how's he done now? He won't go into that. He said on his bike. So we'll stick with that, I think. I'm ashamed not to see him tonight because he's up there in amongst the top guys. So they're gonna. I think there'll be a few guys that are probably quite pleased he's not racing, actually, from a selfish point of view. Everyone wants to see him on the grid, really, but I think a few guys won't be too upset that he's not there. Yeah, he's probably not going to be too happy about missing around, but at last he obviously feels he has to, so... so pretty much everyone jumped back to the pits now, I think. Matty's just having a play on the curbs there, I think. Coming to a stop. Red Apple Pie and Mike are still on a lap. So a few drivers probably still got a bit of time in their pocket at this point. 43.0, you would expect it probably to go into the 42s in quali. So Red Apple Pie pulls over as well. Nope. So yeah, the track is going to go to optimum for quali. It's going to get more rubbered in with all 19 of these guys going round.
Green light,
oh, I don't have to jump out. What a treat. For once ACC has been kind. As I think Mark or Chris and some guys launching themselves out the pits there. Who's out the front of the queue? I can't see right now. That is one of the Lexus. I think that'll be Pit-Bits. Yeah, Pit-Bits is out first then, followed by Mark or Chris. I see Binky there as well and Tighter Flat, I think, yep. So the guy's making a leap out the pits. Trying to get that clear track to start qualifying. We've got... trying to see the numbers. So guys looking for some clear track. We've got this first group and then we've got a few guys coming out into clear air by themselves. These guys are going to be jostling for a bit of space. I think Cordo's just come out in a nice bit of clear air there. And then we've got Diamonds. Yeah, I mean, the key is just to find some clear air, isn't it, really? However you do it. I mean, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like to try and jump out right at the front and get out in front of everyone. But then some people like to wait and let everyone go and get a bit of clear air. Like you've got Unsung Wings has sat and just waited and then found himself a bit of clear space there. Quite a way back from Diamond. So we've got Pitbits leading around then. Going to ride on board with him as he starts his first flying lap. Looking forward to this qualifying. He did, didn't he? There was a few actually. Verstappen did it on the second last corner as well, didn't he? Luckily got away with sitting on the grass. Yeah. Well, they really do. It's impressive to watch them drive in conditions like that, isn't it? I mean, even when you've when you used to race karts, like even in go-karts in dry/wet conditions, it's so bloody difficult. In an F1 car with all that power going through that rear axle, it must be ridiculously hard. It's amazing what they do, isn't it? Yeah. It's amazing, really, their skill. As we see, Mark Chris has just gone off in the background there and made a mistake at the Villeneuve chicane. So he's going to have to go again next lap. Yeah, very. A lot of Sasha's curves of death littered around this track. So most drivers seem to have found themselves a nice bit of space. Marco Chris is probably going to want to try and stay in front of Tartaflette here and keep that bit of space that he's got, but he is not on a lap and Tartaflette is, so you have to keep an eye on his mirrors. Jay Jones saying 42.5 pole time. I'd say that's probably about right, but these guys surprise me every week. I think what their pole time's going to be, and then it ends up being a fair bit faster usually, so I wouldn't want to put money on it at the moment. Not that I'm a better man. I never bet on anything, and I put some money on the Grand National the other week and lost all of it, so I won't be doing that again for a while. As he does get out of the way of Tartaflette there to let him finish his lap. And we've got Bump Stop coming around behind as well in the GTR. So see where these times slot in then. I think it was low 42s. I can't remember. I don't think I've got into the 41s before in the Ferrari. Yeah, I think it probably will be about there. Low 42. So Kool-Aid takes the lead first then with 43.8. Carpers is literally just behind him, 200ths down. Butcher's there's Butcher though. Doing a classic Mercedes AMG sandbag. Pops it on pole. So the Mercedes, like we said, is the most powerful car around here. It really can attack those curves, and that's where you gain your time on this track. Diamonds slots it in fourth. His favourite position. And Unsung Wings second off the pace, it's 1.2 off the pace of pole at the moment, so it's not bad for him for a first run. Here comes Coulthard then to jump up to 6th, and Red Apple up to 5th, just above Unsung Wings there. We've got quite a few cars on unvalidated laps coming around, but the next valid one is Carpers, who is currently P3 in the Audi. Hodder said Jay Jones did a 52.8 in GT4 yesterday, so it's usually about 10 seconds difference, isn't it, he says, so. Great race in GT4 that was yesterday, a good win for Hodders, showing his pace. Oh no, Hodders, sorry, is saying that he did a 52.8 in GT4. As Carpers goes P2 there, so only 1/10 off Butcher. He's got Mark and Chris in the way though, so it's probably going to hurt his lap here, I think. They do not want to be on top of each other really here. Who's that off at the last corner? Oh, okay. Matty's maybe find himself a bit of space there. Got loads of it now, so he doesn't have to worry about anybody else. So a few more invalidated laps coming around. I think Coulthard is the next one coming through that difficult chicane at the top of the hill there. Got to take the curves, but not too much, otherwise it can really unsettle the car. Kool-Aid's gone on pole again, 43.2. So are we going to see the boys dip into 42s? Yep. So Coulthard crosses the line and improves to 9th. And Red Apple Pie stays 6th. So we'll jump on with pit bits. No. Would expect pit bits to be up there. And he is. P1. 43.2. Really close up top. Kool-Aid's only 300ths away. We've got a big bunch of cars coming around the final corner now. Who is that? I can't see the numbers. Coming across the line. Carpers. Doesn't improve. Marker Chris takes 12th. So he might have made a mistake on that lap. He's going again. I always get confused between their gamer tags, Chris 18 and Marker Chris. They're quite similar, aren't they? It's just for me typing up the scores. I've got that wrong loads of times. Chris jumps up to 6th there. Nice lap from him. So, can go again in the Aston. We've got Matty coming around the final corner. So can he get himself up on the board? Not put a lap in yet. In the McLaren. In his distinctive blue and yellow colours. He's up to 12th. And who else was that just jumped up? I missed it. Oh yeah, Unsung Wings jumps up to 6th. Yeah, he's only 8/10 off the pace. He's going to be pleased with that one. This is his debut in Pro-Am. Medic just crossed the line. I missed it, just changed as I jumped to him there. And again. Rick up to 6th. Yeah, this is... Oh, the other Lexus jumps out of the way there. 64 bump stop, hasn't put a lap in yet. Has he got a valid one this time? He has. Oh, pole, lovely. So 43.0, so we're almost into the 42s. Binky just crossed the line as well. Where's he gone? He's 13 at the moment. We've got some more cars coming on the last corner now. Is that Carpers again? Oh, these guys are... Oh, what are they doing? Oh, desperately trying to find some space. Carpers has gone in the pits to get out of the way, I think. Let's Hutch go. Who's that, sorry? Yeah. These guys fighting for it to find a bit of space. Tripping over each other. Yeah, he should be up there, shouldn't he? So Mike JB and Tata Flat really need to get a lap in soon, otherwise they're going to be starting from the back. Chris jumps up to 4th, nice lap. So the times are falling. We've got Unsung Wings coming around the final corners again. So he takes plenty of that curve on the outside there, trying looking for a good exit. Looks like he's got one. So is he going to improve on his time? Sitting at about 1:44 at the moment. Can he get into 1:43s? Not this time round. We've got Diamond coming next. And another Ferrari. Sitting just behind Unsung on the board at the moment. Just jumps ahead of him. So really close between those two. Could be a good battle between the two Ferraris potentially in the race. We've got Coulthard coming around the final corner. A lot of invalidated laps we're seeing here. It's very easy to invalidate a lap, like Tuck said a minute ago. A lot of track limit errors, like we saw Lando Norris losing his lap. Prime example, running wide on that corner at the top of the hill. Coulthard's P13. And so can Tata Fleck get a lap in? So these guys are really close, yeah. Hopefully they haven't tripped over each other too much on the way around. all coming out the final corner, so looking for a bit of a toe. Tata Fleck runs a bit wide there, but manages to keep hold of it. Diving for the line. So Hutch up to 7th. Tata Fleck's up to 6th. Kool-Aid's pole. So these guys is working alright for them, following each other by the looks of it. 9 thousandths of a second in it for pole at the moment. Really close. Oh, Hutchron's wide there. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? So I think pole's going to end up being a 42, isn't it? So really close at the moment. Not a lot of these guys looking to just run the whole qualifying without pitting by the looks of it, and just run consistent laps. So yeah, so we've only got 3 minutes to go. Matty coming across the line now. Does improve, but it's not enough. Marker Chris, where's he gone? He's 12th still, so he hasn't improved either. Diamond just crossed the line and didn't improve either. So Mike needed to get a lap in now. Hopefully jump up a couple of places. Mike taking a really wide line there. He's off the pace at the moment. Pumps top into the 42s, and it's a great battle for pole that we're seeing here. Really, really good battle for pole. Who's the car coming round? I can't see because they're in front of someone else. Behind Tata Flat here. Still Kool-Aid, yeah. So Tata Flat's invalidated his lap, but Kool-Aid is going to get a nice toe off him here. Yep, so can Butcher get himself into contention? There's really not a lot in it between these top boys at the moment. Kool-Aid hasn't gone faster there. Can Butcher? No, he can't either. So they go again. They're going to have a couple more laps. So Kool-Aid might be done there by the looks of it. So, oh, Chris has just jumped up to third. There's only a second in the top 8 again. Yeah, it is looking good around here, isn't it? Sierkos will be rubbing his hands together at the sight of this Aston in P3, I reckon. I think next to come round. Who's that there? Yeah. So Rick looking like he's got some pace here this week. He's comfortably in the top, well, not comfortably in the top 10, but he's in the top 10 in 9th. Looking good at the moment. Can he go any faster? He can. He goes up to P5. Go on, Rick. He's pleased with that one. He's pulling over. He's done. So that was on really light fuel, that one, I think. That was it. Is Bump Stop going to go any faster again? Oh, this is really close between these top 4 or 5. Bump Stop doesn't go any faster, but he's going again for one more by the looks of it. Who else have we got coming round? Tata Flex at the end of the lap here. So we're coming closing stages now. Tata Flex diving for the line. What can he do? Up to 5th, nice. So no one's safe at the moment, are they? Everyone's getting knocked back down. People just seem to keep improving. Mover coming around, can he jump up towards the end? This looks like it'll be his last lap, only 10 seconds left. Not going to make it across the line, I don't think. So we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers on a lap after Mover, so we'll see a few more movements yet, I think. Stays P18. So next car to come round is going to be Bump Stop again. A few cars bidding off their laps on the way around. So still got a few to come. So we might see a few movements. Bump Stop looks like he's got pole, but then Tata Flet's only 5 tenths away, so he could snatch it. Bump Stop's not taking any chances here. He's going to try and improve again. He's flashing his lights. Is he going to improve this lap? He has, 42.6, so that should do the job. It's Tata Flat and Butchers have finished there. Unsung's binned off his lap, so he must have made a mistake somewhere, but he's sitting P11 above Marker Chris, who also got promoted, so that's not a bad performance for those two on their debut. It shows again the step up of level as Tighter Flet bins off his lap, so is Butcher going to improve? Final car to cross the line. Oh, he's up to P2! Great qualifying from these boys. Really enjoyed that. That was super close. Yeah, it's the Butcher doing the Mercedes F1 trick. Great lap from him, that final one there. So Bump Stop's going to be looking at that thinking, oh, I'm going to be under pressure now. Well, he would have been anyway, but even more pressure now. Merck's strong here, so yeah, so Bump Stop takes pole then with a 42.6. Butcher just coming across the line in P2 there, just beating Kool-Aid in P3. Pit Bits in P4, Chris 18 P5, Tighter Flet P6, Rick, great quality for him in P7. Hutch P8, Carpers recovering from last week, P9. Diamond takes P10. Unsung on his debut in Pro-Am takes P11. Marker Chris also on his debut in Pro-Am takes P12. Medic 13th. Red Apple Pie 14th. Coulthard 15th. Binky 16th. Matty 17th. Mover 18th. And Mike rounded off in 19th. And like we said, we're missing Freaky tonight. He's got a wrist injury from biking. So he is not... He's the 20th driver that is missing. Yeah, really good lap from Rick. I think I'll be pleased with that one. So I am going to back out for the moment, and Tux is just going to stay in and let me know when formation lap starts. Not an easy one to call, is it? Yeah. I mean, that Merc just eats the curbs around here. It's a quick car anyway, but can really attack the curbs around here. So, Bump Stop's confident, obviously, coming from the win last week, but he's not going to have it all his own way. He's got Kool-Aid's looking quick behind him as well. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a close one. As always is Pro-Am. Prawn saying he can't hear you, Tux. Is your... Can anyone else hear Tux?
For some reason.
Oh, okay, right, he's back now. That's fine.
It's annoying. I don't know when that's
Just let me know when I can jump back in, mate.
Yeah, you got a minute 20 to go, yeah.
Yeah, Rick's saying, I'm not sure I like being this far up. Well, great job from you there, mate. Nice to see. Great to see all the improvement throughout the grid, really, from these drivers coming up through the divisions, and yeah, it just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it, really? The standard of racing at BoA, which is obviously what we all want.
Yeah, the names just keep going, don't they? There's a whole lot of new ones now in the academy. And
yeah, I mean, sitting in as, like, obviously me and you both drive in Pro Division, like, I think you just sit there watching all these guys coming up, thinking, you know, when all these guys end up in Pro Division, it's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? It's already competitive now.
Well, it's going
to get worse, isn't it?
Well, they can't all get in the Pro Division because there's only 20 seats, and there's a lot more than 20 good drivers around now. So
Pro Division seats are going to be well sought after, that's for sure.
Well, I think Roy was saying that this league's a bit like the Championship in the football now. It's just so competitive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pro-Am is now like Pro, really. It's real fast. So it's great to see, though. I mean, I love commentating on this every week. Really enjoy watching it as much as I do racing in Pro.
Yeah. Bump Stop's just left the grid,
to watch. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna jump back in now, and we'll get things underway. So give us a shout out in the chat who your picks are for the win tonight. Obviously got Bump Stop on pole in the GTR.
Hopefully it can be a bit like that battle, you know, how close some of those battles were today, you know, that group of where it was Norris, the two Ferraris, Hamilton. If we could get the top 4 or 5, you know, only separated, you know, by a second or two.
I reckon we're going to see a close fight between these boys.
Coming into a pit window, then, you know, a lot can happen.
Mac1 Racing just saying, how do I enter in these races? You can jump on our Facebook page, BoATV Sports. You'll see links to our Discord on there as well. I'm sure the guys in the chat will help me to direct you to where you need to go. But just look up BoATV Sports, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. We're on them all. And we've got lots of helpful guys on the pages that will direct you to where you want to go. So. Right, so yeah, on board with the leader. Just getting their tyres warm. Bumps not really pushing the limits in this GTR. It wasn't that much of a competitive car previously for people, but this season it seems to be working for him at the moment. He's doing a good job in it.
Yeah, I mean he's pushing it to the edge, isn't he? You know, probably. I don't know if it's maybe slightly better in the 2020 box, or I don't really know. But he's definitely outperforming it, putting on pole. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Matt has just made a good point. I completely forgot that we have a website now, so you can jump on our website, boa-esports.com, and there's all the links on there to all the social media pages, so that's a much easier way to do it.
How did you forget about that one?
Thanks for the reminder, Matty. Yeah, I built it and I still forgot we had one. But Matty's on it, so it's all good. And he's in the race as well, and he's still in the chat, giving us useful information.
Who said men can't multitask?
Yeah. Okay, so coming up to the final section now. These guys just getting their brakes warm, ready for turn 1. It's a difficult corner, turn 1. Hopefully we don't see any incidents and everyone gets through cleanly.
Whereabouts are they? I'm just putting the password in.
They're on the final corner now. Final the back set.
Should make it, I'm just loading it.
Going double file now.
It's quite a long wait though, isn't it? On the once you go into the winter.
Yeah, it is. So here they come then, double file on the pit straight. Well, pit, they call it a straight, it's not a straight at all. I'll stop rolling a bit ahead of Butcher. Butcher's just catching up a bit there. Kool-Aid looking menacing there as well. Chris just behind him. Many Lexuses behind that, and Carpers as well. Unsung and Diamond. This is going to be a
green light,
close race.
Got him a start there.
Green flag. There we go. Buxton's got a really good start there. Looks like he's got the clear air that he needs. A few cars on the grass. Oh, Marker Chris is gone. Marker Chris is gone.
Guys got through safely, I think.
First corner clean. Looks like. Yeah, nice driving for everybody there. It's Kool-Aid on the back of what looks is.
Hutch was a bit wide in the grass.
Go wide, I think.
It was Hutch in the McLaren.
So we're just waiting for the times update. So here we go, we can see everyone coming through here. So I think as we see Alexis go wide, everyone looking clean so far. So
Pick something up into something up to Medic as well, because he's behind Marco Chris.
Yeah, so there's a couple of cars off. Marco Chris went off on the straight. I don't know if he's turned across someone's nose or something, but
he's going to have some front damage, I think. But he's making his way through, so his car does look a bit banged up.
Long way to go though. You can get away with getting your Mando done and then using that clear air to catch up. So he's not out of the race yet.
He's just got last night. He's still got some thoughts.
Camera's frozen. There we go. Yeah, those Imola cameramen.
Pitbit's gone way over curves.
Pitbit's really wide there.
Kool-Aid's
going to allow Kool-Aid through.
Yeah,
he's on the inside.
Is he going to be brave enough? It's not an easy corner to overtake.
Surely he's going to go for this one. We're going to get a terrible camera view of it here though, so we're not going to know if he has or not.
Looks like Pitbits might have held it.
Has. I think he just dropped behind, yeah. So playing it safe there, Kool-Aid, but he might have a run down into straight now. So we see that group behind as well. Carpers looks like he's got a bit of a train forming behind him. So Kool-Aid's not quite close enough, it doesn't look like at the moment, so we're going to have a look back at the train behind Carpers. Hutch has got Rick on the inside. So he's dropped a few places off the start, but just taken one back there nicely. So that'll be Rick up to P8. And they've got Diamond and Unsung behind, and the Ferraris still where they started, I think. So those guys just keeping it clean at the moment, waiting for mistakes in front. As Pit Bits is on the back of Butcher now after that mistake that sent him wide. Bumstop's pulled out a nice lead.
Yeah,
already.
he's flying.
Nearly 3 seconds, or 2.5 seconds, yeah, so he's looking really racy at the moment. Obviously less flexibility on pit strategy in the dry today than last week in the wet, but we might see some people go for the undercut if they're stuck in traffic. Unsung on the back of Diamond's quite close at the moment. Unsung looks like he's got a run out of... is that Aquaman O'Reilly, that one?
Yes, it is.
Unsung right on his tail. Not quite close enough. Diamond takes the inside, goes defensive. Can Unsung get a run out of the chicane? No, he's taking too much curve, I think, there, so he's going to have to build that back up again. So we see Hutch on the back of Rick Pink just in front as well. This camera on this corner is awful, apologies, but we can't do anything about it. We just have to stare at the driver's head. See people's helmet designs, I suppose.
It's is now
Really good racing so far.
Pushing Butcher. Just 4 seconds down, he's got Pit-Bits half a second behind him.
So not much between everybody at the moment, apart from Bumstop's pulling away out front, but there's a nice train behind Butcher. Yeah, he's got pressure on. It's, I think Chris making a mistake out there. He's got Tighter Fleck really close behind.
I think he's just Tighter Fleck's looking slowly gaining on him, I think.
Yeah. So Chris under pressure from Tighter Fleck and Carpers. Not really two drivers you want behind you. So Carpers is going to be putting pressure on Tighter Fleck to get a move on. So I'd imagine we'll see a move in not too long. Has a look. Wasn't quite close enough there, but he's forced Chris wide though. Chris has made a mistake. Carpers is having a look on the outside as well.
Feel like they might touch.
Carpers gone for that? No, he's not. Sensible. It's great racing between these guys here. As you see, the three in front really close as well. Carpers having a look again here. Not quite close enough again. Right on Tighter Fleck's bumper. Runs a bit wide though over the curves.
Okay, Chris out. They're getting the pits. Get out before the leader.
Yeah. So Mark and Chris and Medic have both pitted.
Is Chris going to get out before the leader? I don't think so.
Medic seems to be, but Mark and Chris still hasn't moved, so he's going to be
Medic's going to probably be behind Bumstop.
Not an ideal debut for him, but like we said, he's not out of the race yet. He is moving now. He's going to come out in traffic. So can Carpers get this move done on Tighter Fleck? He's on to the insides. He's all over him with the mirrors, but he's not managing to get close enough at the moment. Tighter Fleck looks like he's closing on Chris again as well. What's going on up in front of these guys? We've got these three battling as well.
Yes.
Pit-Bits, Tornado, Butcher. Oh, there's right on the back of Pit-Bits. It's another terrible camera view. I don't know where to look between these two groups. Still kicking off. Oh, we've got a Diamond closing on the Hutch as well.
Yes.
Chris side by side with Tighter Fleck. Tighter Fleck looks like he's got the move done here. Lovely move that was. Tighter Fleck goes through to P5. He's going to be pleased about that because he's had Carpers all over him. Carpers is now going to be looking to do the same.
Good racer.
Yeah,
Tighter Fleck's went wide.
Tighter Fleck's gone wide though. Can Chris come back at him? Oh, he's gone to the inside. Is he going to go for it? No.
Carpers.
Oh, Carpers is going to the outside.
Oh, he's not holding it. Where is
Carpers somehow has stopped that sideways.
It's not wide on the next corner, but
That was unbelievable.
yeah.
He just slid in there sideways and somehow managed to stop on the apex.
Yeah.
Well, that was unorthodox, but it worked. So fair play. So Carpers goes through then to continue chasing Tighter Fleck, and Chris has now got Rick behind him, as we see Hutch go wide in the background. And Diamond and Unsung not far behind these guys as well, so it's really great racing at the moment. Just going to have to jump back to the front, the battle for second. Oh, Pit Bits goes deep and nearly hits Butcher there. Is that going to leave him open to attack from Kool-Aid?
Alex off
just
the
gets
track.
on the grass there to get out of the way. Probably a wise move. Well done to him. Yeah, that was a ridiculous move from Carpers, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, tyre flex got... Is that tyre flex gone off there? Yeah, tyre flex has gone off, so Carpers is now going to have a look. It's not quite close enough, though. Oh, he's got a good exit there, though. Looks like he's got the inside line. No, he's not quite close enough, I don't think. Is he going to have a go?
I think so.
It's going to be late if he does. No, he's waiting for the moment.
Unfortunately, Medic's kind of stuck
Harper's
in the
really
pack
looking
now.
to move forward at the moment, isn't
To
he?
let everyone through.
Yeah, Medic and Mark and Chris,
Kind of.
unfortunately, yeah. It's kind of ruined their chance of an undercut, I think. So Carpers is up, looking really quick at the moment. He's probably going to want to get this move done when he can, so that he can get up to try and catch up to the battle for P2. Oh, he's late on the brakes again going into there, but somehow manages to stop it again.
Living dangerously.
To the right train now behind Rick. Oh, as you see Unsung go wide there. Is he having a look at Diamond potentially? Unsung right on the back of Diamond here. So is Diamond going to go defensive? The camera isn't going to tell us much, I don't think.
Oh, he's just...
Unsung's got that
Diamond
move done
went
there.
wide. I think Diamond went wide.
Oh no, the Diamond's back through again, so I think Unsung might
Someone
have
else
shot
was
that
off the
move.
track, maybe.
Oh, Medic's there as well. Where's Medic come from?
It's really hard to tell on that camera, isn't it?
So I don't know if Unsung Wings went deep on the move on Diamond there, and then Diamond did a switchback. But, and then Medic's now in the mix as well on fresh tyres, so he might keep that position.
Okay, Chris is behind. Unsung as well.
So if Unsung closes up to the back of Medic, he will have to move again. But it's so close still. Look on the mini map.
Yeah,
The train
it's
of
great,
cars.
isn't
Oh, Carpus is off. Carpus is off, and Chris is through.
He went in the sand, did he?
Carpus making a mistake on the Vilnius chicane there, yeah. But he looks like he keeps
Oh,
getting such a
pushing
good
back.
run out of that
Yeah.
corner. So it looks like he might come back at him up the hill. Out of Tosa, is that hairpin called? I think. He keeps getting a really good run out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's, I think he is through now. Oh, he's on the outside. This is not where you want to be really through here.
It's going to be touched.
Outside. Oh! Oh!
It's
I
hard.
don't know how they've both come through now alive. Rick's
both
on the back
lost
of him
a lot
as
of
well
time
now.
though,
Rick's
haven't
having a look.
Rick's come out of nowhere.
Rick's might be past Chris. Hutch is there
He
too.
can hold it. Rick's not very slow. He's
Rick's hit the curve there and bounced off. Oh, come on, camera. So they're all jostling for position here. Hutch has done well out of that. He's got past Chris and Rick. Rick's managed to recover,
Diamond's
but
just
Diamond's
behind.
on the back of him as well. Oh, someone's on the outside there. There's contact. I think that was Hutch. That camera is so bad. But they're all through. This is a great battle, this. And you've got Unsung's coming up on the back of them as well. And Medic. Medic's going to be looking at potentially unknapping himself.
Bump stop's just gone. 9.2 after 6 laps.
Hutch having a look on Chris. Jumps back into the slipstream again. Is he going to go for the move here? Looks like he's going for the outside. No, fixed.
He's on the grass.
But Rick might cut. Oh, Hutch has made a mistake.
got on the
So
grass.
that'll let everyone through.
Diamond's inside side by side.
Diamond side by side with Medic, is that? Medic's
No,
going out of
it's
the way.
Hutch.
No, it's Hutch, sorry. Hutch
Diamond's
back
got
on.
Hutch.
Who's on the other side of him? Medic's
Medic.
there as well.
He's blacked.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then Unsung is behind you, and then Arcade Chris is behind his load.
Jump to this camera, might be able to see a bit more about what's going on. So, Unsung's trying to get past Medic. Medic's getting out of the way now.
He's actually let Arcade Chris
Unsung
go
has
as
got
well.
Mark and Chris behind, yeah.
Medic just let
Mark and Chris
this guy's racing go.
and Medic kind of need to stay out of the way of this, really. Because they've got Binky behind as well.
Yeah,
They're
they've
probably
got
gonna try and
pace
go
though,
with these
haven't
guys.
they? Arcade Chris has been behind
Yeah.
Unsung quite well
These
now.
guys still close up here. Kool-Aid's still not managed to get past pit bits yet, but just build a bit of a gap. Like Tuck said, bump stop's gone into the distance at the moment, almost 10 seconds clear.
Kool-Aid. It's close.
So we could be looking at pit stop window soon. It's Kool-Aid not quite close enough there, I don't think. I'm going to jump back to these guys. This train of cars still going strong. The Diamond's got Hutch behind him now. Looking to regain places after that mistake into turn 1. Is Coolade close in the straight?
He is, but I don't think he's got enough to take the Lexus.
Seems to be struggling to get past pit bits at the moment. Probably going to be quite happy following him at the moment. Coolade's still in touch with the second place battle here at the moment, so he's probably just going to be quite happy with following them around for now. Maybe try and get the undercut done in the pit stop.
I say every week I'd go for the undercut in this situation, but
yeah, it's getting towards that pit window time now, isn't it? Really, where they could potentially go for it.
Oh, tyre flex.
Tyre flex made a mistake back there, but kept out of the wall though.
It's really weird.
Carper's coming up behind him, so he's going to be under pressure from Carper's now. A lot of mistakes at the Villeneuve chicane. Got Diamond on the back of Rick Pink with Hutch and Unsung Wings there as well. So this train, Unsung Wings is going to the outside of Hutch. Is he going to get that done?
No, he's gone too wide.
Probably not. No.
Okay, Chris going to lap
Chris
himself
getting
as well,
involved here as well. Hopefully he'll stay out of this.
Yeah.
Diamond's real close now on Rick as well. Well, there's so much to watch here. I can't keep up with it. Great little battle between these 4 guys. I'm sure they'll be loving every minute of this and also sweating at the same time. Oh, Hutch takes a lot of curb.
Matty's pitted as well, and he's in the thick of it as well.
Look at this. Hutch having a look at Diamond again. Oh, Hutch is on the outside. Diamond's going to have that corner, I think. That's going to let Unsung come into play. Oh, Diamond spun. Oh, no, Unsung's managed to get through all of that and take 2 cars. Oh, Diamond
mover, Red Apple.
Stuck there.
He's going to come behind Red Apple. Behind Red Apple.
Diamond rejoins, unfortunately, quite a bit down the pack from where he was.
But
Hutch is waiting to let him back past by the looks of it.
Struggling to catch up.
So I think Diamond lost that by himself on the curb, by the looks of it. I think he took too much. You know, when you've done that second curve, you take too much of it and it spins the car, doesn't it? I think that's what he did. Coulthard's going pitting early, and so's Hutch and so's Diamond. So these guys are looking to get their pits done now. Probably not a bad idea. Oh, Butcher's off the track there. So, oh, Butcher's letting pit bits and Kool-Aid past. Oh, he's about to kept his nose in there. Oh no, he's hit Kool-Aid. Contact. Is he going to let him back past? I think he is. Yeah. So Kool-Aid's going to go through. But they've got tyre flat right on their tail now, so that's not ideal. Yeah, quite a few guys in the pits now, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see where they come out. So Pit Bits has got a bit of a gap there now, after Kool-Aid and Butcher have come together, after Butcher's mistake. And they've got Tartar Flat and Carpers right behind them, so this is forming up into a nice battle as well. God, what a race it's been so far. Take a breath for a minute. Fantastic stuff from these guys. Really good racing we've seen so far. So this is the closest group at the moment. We've got some drivers coming out of the pits now, so are they going to make it out in front of these guys, or are they going to be dropped into traffic? This is interesting for tonight. This could make undercuts a bit less powerful if they're coming out in the traffic, which it looks like they are. Diamond's out in the traffic there. Hutch has just got out in front of it, I think. But Diamond's dropped in behind Carpers. So Hutch is going to have to get out of the way for these guys, I think. Diamond probably won't be too happy about that. As Hutch gets out of the way, Diamond can just follow these guys now, as can Hutch. So yeah, that's all of them through. Yeah, so Chris is the one to watch. Movers in the pits as well now. As these guys have spread out a little bit now. So things have settled down for a minute, but as the pit stops start happening, I'm sure we'll see it bunch up again. We've got Hutch and Diamond still pretty close after the pit stops. Oh, Diamond's actually got past Hutch there. I don't know how he's done that. So Diamond's made a place there, out straight out of the pits, which is good. He's got some clear air now. Coulthard is in front of these guys after pitting early. Yeah. we've got Chris in the lead at the pitters, 5 seconds clear, so Mover just leaving the pits now. I think Chris is going to jump him. Chris was up in like 5th, wasn't he, when he pitted? Or 6th? Yeah. He was up there, so it'll be interesting to see if the undercut works for him. He was looking quick in clear air. He just struggled a bit having the cars around him, so he might be. Yeah, he's got a nice bit of clear air now to work with, and see what he can do. So take a breath. About 27 minutes left of the race. So Quintar just moving out of the way for those guys again. So Kool-Aid keeping ahead of Butcher for the moment, and Carper's just behind him. So these guys have spaced out a little bit. I think Diamond's on the back of Mover, so Diamond's making the most of these guys getting out of the way for the traffic and getting onto them as soon as they do. I think, who's that Lexus there? Is that Rick? Getting caught up in the back markers. Yeah, Rick gets through. Mark and Chris there as well. So Mark and Chris is actually back in contention with these boys, isn't he? Because he's only 2 seconds behind Diamond. So he's back in the race. A good recovery from him. Oh no, that's him right behind Diamond, isn't it? So the timer screens haven't updated. Yeah, there it is. 4 tenths away. So Mark and Chris is right back in this race. And we've got Unsung Wings is in a terrible position here, stuck behind all these guys. He probably just needs to dive in the pits now. Get out of traffic. Yeah. So Unsung was in amongst these guys, wasn't he? So we'll see if he jumps into the pits now and see where he comes out. There he goes, he's into the pits, getting out of the way of that traffic. Yeah, so all these guys, this will be interesting when these guys come out. So they're all diving out of traffic there, probably a good move. Kool-Aid still keeping this gap to Butcher and Carpers at the moment. So it's closest really is this train behind Mover. Here we go. Diamond and Mark and Chris. All over Mover at the moment. Diamond going defensive there to keep Mark and Chris behind him. So Diamond's really under pressure here for Mark and Chris. He's going to be wanting to get past Mover, but Mover's not going to make it easy for him. You're right, Jay Jones, this is getting confusing. Trying to work out where everyone is. But so none of the leaders pitting yet, they're all still going. We've had a few guys go for the undercut. But the front 4 have carried on, the front 5. And then Binky going for a longer run as well. All guys just making the most of clear air really, I think, aren't they, trying to find some. So Diamond's really under pressure from Mark and Chris here, isn't he? Mark and Chris is a great recovery drive we're seeing from him at the moment. And a good debut. Unsung Wings and Rick Pink are out the pits. And they've come out in front of Chris. And that's Tata Flat, is it, as well? But he's still on. No, that. Yeah, so Unsung Wings has got out in front of Tata Flat and Chris there. So, and where's Rick? Just up the road. So those guys have done well out of that pit in there, and they've got some clear air now as well to attack. Yeah, Rick's up in P9 and Unsung in P10, so they've jumped quite a few cars there by going longer. So, yep, Rick's got a nice bit of clear air there as well, so he's looking good at the moment. Unsung's going to be under pressure from Tata Flat and Chris, so that's going to keep him busy. Hopefully he gets his head down and all good. We've got Red Apple Pie in the pits as well. So the closest battle on track at the moment is these 3. So Unsung Wings just come out the pits. Looks like he's probably got stuff up to temp now. Oh, Tata Flathead takes a bit too much curb there. Yep, Diamond and Mover Diamond still not managed to get the move done, still under pressure from Mark and Chris. Going to stay with the this battle here. These guys are really close at the moment. Spread out a little bit. Is Trak Racer going to have a run on Unsung here on the pit straight?
You're halfway through, keep pushing.
They're halfway through the race at the moment. And these guys are going to jump red apple pie by the looks of it as well. Oh, Unsung doesn't go defensive. Let's let Trak Racer down the inside. Tries to hang it out around the outside and does. Nice driving that was from those two. Now let's let Chris come up on the back of him as well. And yep, Pipit's in. How's the battle between Mover and those guys looking? Oh, Unsung's come off, so Unsung loses 2 places there. Let's let Chris and Trak Racer through. Diamond just about holds that off. Oh, Diamond takes to the grass there. Is that going to let Mark and Chris through? Mark and Chris looking to the inside. Looks like he's going to go for the move here. He is through. Nice move that. We're seeing some good driving here. Oh, Mark and Chris might have gone a bit too deep there, so let's let Diamond back through again. So he's got to do it again now. Binky and Pipit's just coming out the pits now, so where's he going to come out in comparison to everyone else? So Mike JV's going long, he just comes through on the pit straight there. Pipit's is going to be out into a nice bit of clear air, isn't he? So that's he's going to maybe go for the undercut on the front 4. We might see them coming into the pits soon. We're still trying to put pressure on Trak Racer here. Trak Racer's got some clear air now to get moving, so he's going to start hunting down Rick. Where's Binky going to come out? So Pipit's just gone up the road. He's got a nice bit of clear air. Binky's going to come out amongst this traffic. Unsung's gone through. I think Binky's going to come out just in front of Kool-Aid, who is a lap up obviously, so Binky's going to get out of the way for him. Yep. So it's the leaders coming through there to lap these guys. Binky's got Unsung wings up the road. It's his next target then. Yep, so the leader's just trying to make their way through the traffic now. Quite a few cars to get through here. So, only 5 left to pit. Pipit is currently the leader of the pitters so far. It's been a hell of a race so far, I barely stopped talking. Loads going on. Sort of spaced out a little bit more now. Yeah, it's really good this championship, isn't it? Yeah, really good driving. We've seen quite a few moves where there could have been incidents, but everyone's been really respectful. It's nice to see people leaving each other room and not turning in on each other and doing stuff like that. So, yeah, really good driving so far. We've got Coulthard on the back of Hutch here somewhere. Yep, here they come. 2 McLarens in P13 and P14. Yeah, so Trak Racer got past Unsung, didn't he? And then has now got the clear air. Butcher's in the pits now, actually. Oh, Rick's just made a bit of a mistake there. Oh, Pipit's is through, sorry, yeah. Was that? Yeah, he was already, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, you talk about Trak Racer, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, so Trak Racer's still got Chris behind him, so Trak Racer's making the most of this clear air now. So Butcher in the pits then. Where's Butcher's going to come out? Probably quite a bit ahead of Pit-Bits. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Well, he was no, Pit-Bits was amongst it, wasn't he? Oh no, yeah, he did get ahead, didn't he? Because Butcher made that mistake. So yeah, we'll see if Butcher's still not moving. So this might be close actually. So Butcher's just dropped now and is moving. So this is going to be a close one, I think. Pipit's just coming through the second Ravazza now. Jay Jones just said that they can't hear you again, mate. Not sure why. So Butcher looking at the end of the pits. Pipit's going to have him here. Here he comes. Pipit's has had him. Pipit's has got him. So nice outlap there from Pipit's.
It's good. It said it was included there. Unclicked it and clicked it again. So let me know if that sorted it.
Let us know if you can hear him now, Jay Jensen.
Bump stop's
in the pits now from the lead. Obviously he was miles ahead, so I don't think we're going to see much change with his positioning. Kool-Aid's chosen to go long. He's still going. Carpers is in the pits as well, so Carpers might be looking to cover off Pit-Bits here, who's looking mighty quick on this new set of tyres. He's cleared Butcher by a few seconds already. So can he jump Carpers as well? Well, he was ahead of Carpers, but it's Kool-Aid who we need to watch, I think, isn't it, for the undercut with Pit-Bits. So Pit-Bits could be looking at P2 here, potentially.
I think he might have been P2 because Kool-Aid and Butcher, didn't they have a little go together?
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
So
because it was Kool-Aid, Butcher and him that were battling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was in P2. So he should be back in P2 again, shouldn't he? Unless Kool-Aid's been really quick and clear air. Where is Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid's kind of in clear air. He's got Unsungers behind him. He's got a bit of space in front. So Carper's just leaving the pits now. Pit-Bits. So this might be close too.
I think Kool-Aid will see that traffic ahead and probably pit this lap.
Mike's in the pits.
3 cars not that far in front of him.
So Carper's just rolling to the end. I think Pit-Bits is going to clear it. Carper's might have done a right here. Is Carper's going to jump?
He is.
He's out in front of Pit-Bits. How's he done that?
No idea.
This is going to be close.
Well,
to turn
Pit-Bit's
one.
got a run though and he's next to him.
Oh, Pit-Bits is on the inside. Pit-Bits
Carper's
needed to
gone
get
wide.
that done. Carper's has gone off. Oh, Pit-Bits has made a mistake as well.
Carper's
So Carper's actually got back on in front of Pit-Bits there. Pit-Bits ended up making a mistake as well.
not sure about that one.
Yeah, he went straight on, but Pit-Bits then made a mistake as well. So I don't think it was that he didn't gain an advantage by cutting the corner, did he?
Okay. I didn't see Pit-Bits, I just saw Carper's.
Well, Pit-Bits went deep into turn one
Yeah.
and then hit the curb and then lost it a bit and
Okay.
went off to the left and then rejoined. So I think, yeah, we got a good battle on now for P2. Carper's done a great job in the closing stage of his stint there to jump these two guys. Really good job. So he's going to have to fend them off now.
Yeah, Kool-Aid did pit like that.
Where's Butcher gone? Oh, I think Butcher's
He's
made a
fifth.
mistake.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's there. There he is. He's behind Pit-Bits.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
right
he's
there.
hiding behind him. Couldn't see him. The Imola cameraman smiting us again.
So Kool-Aid's in the pits, so we'll see if he comes out. If he comes
There we
out.
go
He's just
then.
been
So
dropped. I
it's
think he's going to
just,
come out in front of all of them. He's going to be
Kool-Aid's
second, I think. He's well down the pit lane, they're not even through the last corner.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? So Kool-Aid's going to come out comfortably in P2 ahead of this scrap.
Somewhere along the
I
line,
think.
Pit-Bits has lost time, I think. I don't know if he made a mistake.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah, Kool-Aid comfortably out in P2 there ahead of these guys. So he's going to be pleased looking at his delta. So this battle for P3 then is... Oh! Pit-Bits goes really deep and just tags Carpers, but Carpers holds it. Luckily that wasn't a bigger hit. But Butcher looks like he's got a run now on Pit-Bits.
Pit-Bit looks a bit flustered,
Butcher
doesn't
going to have a
he?
look to the inside? No? Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he? So where's Diamond gone? Diamond's all the way... Oh, that was sorry, we saw his spin. Anyway, ignore me. We're missing one driver, aren't we? Though? Who are we missing? We're down to 18. Someone's
I
dropped.
think Matty might have left.
Oh, okay, so Matty might not be having a good race, I don't know where he's gone. So we're looking at the closest battle on track at the moment. Carpus is pulling away a bit now, followed by Pit-Bits and Butcher, who have been scrapping all race pretty much and just carrying on.
Bumps up 24 seconds.
No, Lorenzo, Kool-Aid wasn't P2, Pit-Bits was.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So Kool-Aid's done a really good, nice long first stint there. Butcher looking close here. We're going to go to the bad camera, I think.
I think he might go for it. I think he has gone for it.
Oh, he has gone down the inside. The Mercedes appeared and it's disappeared. And there he is, so good move from Butcher. It's going to take him up to P4. So can he get after Carpers now? And with 12 minutes to go, can they put any pressure on Kool-Aid at all? 4 seconds is the gap. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that comes down. Unsung Wings having a look at Chris here as well.
Yeah, I'm just on with him as well.
Ooh, Unsung Wings running a bit wide, getting a bit greedy on the exit there.
It's very easy to do there, isn't it?
Yeah, very easy to get on that power too early coming out of there. So he's going to have to close the gap down a little bit again. He's less than a second behind in the DRS zone.
Would help.
We've also got Coulthard, Mark, Chris and Mover scrapping here. Oh, Coulthard's gone off there by the looks of it.
Oh, I think.
What's happened there? We'll see in a minute when the camera updates itself. Oh, it's getting a bit elbows out there.
Chris has gone off.
Mover just...
Unsung's through. Chris went off after the first two cones. I think he might have hit the wall.
One, so...
It looks like he might have a bit of damage.
Oh, yeah. Where's he gone?
He's got some front end damage.
That looks battered.
He lost it coming off the second corner, second corner.
Oh, okay, so that's Unsung went up to P8 then. Chris looking like he's probably going to have to pit with that damage unless he can nurse it for 10 minutes. He's got a bit of a gap. It's a Binky of 7.5 seconds. He looks like he's going pretty slow, isn't he?
You're not going to get points.
Yeah, you've got to try it, I think, haven't you? So he's going to have to nurse that car home now. So Carpus is bringing the gap down to Kool-Aid. But he's only got 10 minutes left. Butcher's going to try and go with him here, I'm sure. But 3 seconds is the gap.
Yeah.
So Carpus has brought that down again, another 5/10. So Carpus is really on a mission at the moment to hunt down Kool-Aid.
I was surprised with his quality because I was in practice lab with him last night and he was doing quicker laps in his race run than he did in quali.
Yeah.
So he's obviously had a better race in quali.
Yeah, Carpenter's looking really strong tonight. He's come up through the field. Really good on strategy tonight from him. Going long on the first stint and jumped a few cars. And then got past Butcher. So now running in P3, hunting down Kool-Aid. He's taken more time out of him, so the gap's just over 3 seconds now. Pretty spread out the rest of the field at the moment, so I think we'll ride on board with these guys. See how Carpus does it, closing this gap down for P2. Red Apple Pie is on the back of Binky actually. I'm just going to have a look at them. Binky's got damage there, so Binky might have had an off. Oh, we see Binky every week having a good race and then just can't quite go the whole race, can he, without making a mistake?
Hopefully it's not too bad.
It looks like he's still driving alright.
It
It might just be a little worse cosmetically than it actually is. Yeah, it looks like he's driving alright still, so hopefully that doesn't hinder him too much. Rick doing really well tonight in P7. I'm thinking he's going to be pleased with that result if he can hold on to that for the rest of the race.
He's actually closing title flap 7/10.
Yeah.
It was 4 seconds just.
Rick's looking quick tonight. Doing a really good job. Go on, Rick. I don't know where Matty's gone, Lorenzo. He's disappeared. I haven't heard him in the chat either, so I'm guessing he's probably quit, but I'm not sure. So the Butcher and Pitbits battle rages on, but Butcher's doing enough at the moment. Carpers, the gap's actually gone up again now. It was 3 seconds, it's now 4, so I don't know if Carpers have made a mistake pushing too hard, but Kool-Aid's doing enough at the moment. Only 8 minutes to go. So Carpers has got to be careful, he's going to want to throw everything into this to try and get P2, but he's also got to be careful he doesn't make a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get Kool-Aid now, but we'll see.
No, it's going to be a tall order, I think, unless Kool-Aid makes a mistake. He's got to keep piling the pressure on, isn't he? So it's a bit more spread out now. There's a little train here on the pit straight with Binky, got Red Apple Pie and Hutch behind him. Red Apple Pie looking quick down the straight there, actually, in comparison. Ooh, he thinks about it, but doesn't go for the move there. It's turn 1. Binky taking a bit too much curve there, might allow Red Apple Pie a look. Looking to the inside. Hutch is going to be ready to pick up the pieces. It's a nice little battle developing here between these three. This is going to be for P10 between these three. Oh, Binky loses the back end a little bit on the way out of the corner there.
Diamond will be watching when he gets seeing the gaps, hoping they have a little incident, bringing it to play.
So Diamond's only 8 seconds back, so that's close enough that if they do have an incident, he'll be back in play. So we'll be hoping there is. Hutch just makes a bit of a mistake there, drops off slightly.
It's not often he does want contact, but he's probably secretly hoping for it.
Yeah, yeah. So the gap's pretty stable out front at the moment.
Yeah,
He's been in the lead by miles all race really. 25 seconds he is now, and Paulo seems to be doing enough to keep Carpers at bay at the moment. Butcher the same with pit bits. And Tighter Flet's another 15 seconds or so down the road with Rick Pink trying to close the gap, but again probably not going to have enough time. Ansel Weng's having a good debut in P8 there. Good pleased with that. Chris in 9th after
Red Apple's got a good run on
Binky,
I think.
Yep. So on board with Binky. See, Binky looked slow down the straight last time. I don't know if that's to do with his damage.
Could well be.
Red Apple Pie seems to be. He looks like he's closing again. No, it isn't. Yeah, Diamond got unlucky, Lorenzo. He was having a good race, and then he dropped the back end on the chicane, the chicane near the end with the big curves. And unfortunately, the pack was quite close then, so that dropped him quite far down the order. But he's trying to chase down these guys. He's actually closing the gap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's too late in the day now, I think, unless these guys have a coming together. I think he's going to have to settle for P13 tonight. Marco Chris is on the tail of Mover. So Marco Chris on his debut in Pram hasn't gone exactly the way he would have hoped. He had an incident on the start-finish straight at the start of the race. And he's been trying to claw it back since then. But good experience nonetheless. Sure he'll learn from it. I don't think there'll be too many incidents to report after this race. It's been good racing from what we've seen on the most part, I think.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, there's not the odd one, but can't see everything, can you? And you don't see it from the best angles sometimes.
Exactly, yeah. We don't always see the best point of view from where we're watching, so we try to keep our views to ourselves.
This is still.
Marco Chris looks like he might have a look here on Mover. He's got a good run.
Red Apple's a lot closer as well.
We might see a Bentley flash pass. We do. Is he going to stop it?
Red Apple's going for a move as well.
Oh, it's close between these two. Marco Chris has got it done. Good move there. Yeah, we'll jump back to a Red Apple Pie down the inside. We just caught that one.
Hutch is
going
there.
to have a look as well. So Hutch trying to sneak through as well, but doesn't quite manage it.
It's good patient driving from Red Apple there, because
yeah, he did
quite
wait
well.
until he had the right opportunity, didn't he? Oh,
Yeah.
Binky takes way too much curb there.
Has Hutch gone through?
Rejoins. Is that going to be behind Hutch? No, it's not. But Hutch is going to have a look now. Hutch is through now. So that'll put Hutch up to P11. Sorry.
Okay, Chris and Mover and Bump Stop's going through as well.
Oh, Bump Stop. Just about getting through the back markers there. These guys are fighting so hard they didn't even realise he was coming, I don't think. Oh, Mover's just lost the back end there. Oh!
He covered it.
Saved it.
But I don't know if you saw, but Bump Stop went between. It's really scary.
He what, sorry?
He like went between them. He was in the middle, and one was on the right.
I just jumped on when he was just going down the inside on that. Just about not collecting each other, but Marco Chris will have that position now by the looks of it. So, a bit of a consolidation for him. Just jump on board with the leader. We haven't seen him much this race. He's just been out by himself, but he's driven a great race, hasn't he, in that GTR. Looking really at home in that car this season.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's dominated tonight. No one's been near him. He's just driven away since the start. He's now got a 26.5 second lead, which is pretty impressive over a 45-minute race.
I think he's eased off a little bit as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he will have, won't he? So it'll be his second win in a row after his win last week in the wet at Monza. So he's on form at the moment. He's the man to beat in Pro-Am. He's probably going to take the lead of the championship with this win tonight. Oh, Pipit's is close on Butcher again, I think. So these guys been at it all race long, and they're still at it.
Yeah, they've been second apart for ages.
Butcher can't seem to drop Pit-Bits, can he? They're yeah, really good driving from the pair of them. Oh, Red Apple Pie is right behind Chris actually now. Oh, Chris struggling with that damage, isn't he? So he's still managing that damage, and he's now got Red Apple Pie and Hutch behind him with a lap to go, or a couple of laps to go. So this is going to be not ideal for him.
It's going to be a struggle.
I'm sure he's going to do everything that he can to hold this this ninth place. Oh, Hutch is on the look. No, he's not. Oh, he's made Apple Pie go deep though. Oh, stupid camera. There we go. Oh, Hutch is through. Hutch has got past Red Apple Pie there. So Red Apple Pie went a bit too deep on the first part of the chicane and ended up hitting the curb. Sending him wide. I think we've got Mark and Chris on Diamond as well. Yeah, Mark and Chris is caught up to Diamond, might have made another mistake somewhere. This is for position as well for P13. Diamond won't be giving that one up easily. So Chris got a bit of a gap to Hutch and Red Apple Pie now. Red Apple Pie looks quick on the straights, doesn't he? I don't know if he's running less wing than the others, but he seems to really creep up on them at the end of the straight. So Bumstop goes on to his final lap. Still plenty of fights for position going on. Oh, Mark and Chris on the look. Diamonds. I don't know where to look. These two battles. Chris is going to be a cork in a bottle here. Hutch is having a look around the outside. He's going to get forced wide, and that's going to allow Red Apple Pie down the inside. This might be wide here potentially. Hutch managed to keep that. He has. Oh, Chris has got some work to do. I don't envy him right now. He runs wide again there.
Fortunately, he's going to have to do another lap because Bumstop's just behind him.
Good job of defending at the moment, putting his car in the right places. I could see this ended in tears. Hutch is going to be desperate to get past because he's got Red Apple Pie right behind him as well. Hutch is going for it here by the looks of it. And I think he's through. Good move. Oh, he spun it! Oh, he spun it, and that's going to let Red Apple Pie through. Chris keeps going, but hits him, and Binky's now in the mix. Oh, that's a nightmare for Hutch. That's a real shame. He just dropped it. It's so easy to drop it on those curbs, isn't it? He just went too deep, didn't he? And then
because he's on the inside line,
back end swung round. Yeah. So Binky's now having a look at that damaged Aston. Here goes Binky.
Overtaking lines, just see what they're like.
Yeah, definitely. So Binky's through as well. So that will drop Chris down to P10, but I think he'll just be happy to finish
over the line for the win. I think.
Has finished the race.
Oh yeah, so Bumstop winning by an absolute mile there. Well done, mate.
And I think Hutch has lapped, so I think Chris has got 2 points then with this damaged car.
Kool-Aid looks like he's got a bit of damage as well now. Parker's kept the gap to 3 seconds.
Yeah, Kool-Aid's got damage, hasn't he? But should be okay now.
Kool-Aid's kept Carpers at bay. Carpers looked like he was going to catch him for a bit, but he hasn't done. Kool-Aid's maintained the gap, so he's going to take a good second here. Why's Butcher behind him? Is he a lap down? No, they've just caught him up.
Diamond got a point.
Oh, Carper's got through, so Kool-Aid has gone off. Carper's finished P2. Kool-Aid's finished P3.
Kool-Aid's crashing over the line.
Yeah, so Kool-Aid must have made a mistake somewhere on that last lap.
Yeah.
That's allowed Carper's through. Oh, great race from all those guys.
Diamond got
going to come round and...
I don't know how exactly.
Yeah, Diamond has got back to the points, yeah.
Chris is...
Tarfet's going to take P6.
Chris can ease off because he's got no one who's on the lead lap with him.
Great result for Rick there. He's going to be happy with that one in P7.
Started P7 as well, didn't he?
Unsung on his debut, taking P8. He'll be pleased with that as well. Good drive from Toby. In the silver Ferrari. And Red Apple Pie, a fair way back, is going to be the next car round. He's managed to get that move done in the end after Hutch made that mistake. So he's going to take P9, followed by Binky. Binky, good result for him as well in P10. He's going to be pleased with that one too, I think. A lot of good drives tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Guys getting rewarded for their practice and perseverance, which is good to see. So well done Apple Pie, coming across the 9 and 9th there. Binky in 10th. Binky will be pleased with that one, I think. Well done, mate. And Chris has done well to nurse that damaged Aston home.
Yeah.
P11. He's going to get a couple of points out of that. So yeah, Diamond finished P12. Mark and Chris P13. Unfortunate for him on his debut, but he can live and learn from that one. BOA Hutch, unfortunately, with an incident at the end there, finished outside the points in P14. Medic P15, Mike P16, and Mover. And Mover's stopped on track, I think. So Mover and Coulthard finishing P17 and P18.
Yeah.
Oh, Kool-Aid said, guys moving right across the track on me. Was that back markers, was it? So Kool-Aid obviously had it. It's still got a podium though, mate, so good drive from you there. Carpus stealing that P2 there. But yeah, awesome race that, guys. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Well done to all the drivers. Thanks to Tux for joining me on comms as well.
No probs.
And we will see you. Diamond will be live in 15 minutes for Pro. So jump back on for that, guys. But thank you very much. See you later. See you next week.